Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Blooming Journal Live. Once again, I'm Colleen Watson, your host with the most, as president of Century Plant Publishing, where we help small businesses shine a light on themselves to find the words that resonate with their ideal clients. Yeah, okay. So, late start this morning, have a headache, so it's a little but we brave on because we're entrepreneurs and that's what we do, right? So today we're going to go back to our marketing 101 bite-sized pieces of the marketing world. And today we're going to talk about public relations and what that is and how it works. So we're going to get a definition, and this is from HubSpot. This is PR, short for public relations, and refers to the strategic communication from an organization to the public to maintain or cultivate public image and or respond to public discourse. Okay, so what does that actually mean? So public relations is about trying to elicit a response. So let's take an example. So the movies. So what do movie companies do to try and elicit a good response? They create trailers that are specifically designed to try and trigger certain emotions. And when they invite critics in, they do an entire thing where they're trying to position the movie in a certain way. So the press tour is slanted in a particular way to elicit a response. And here's the important part. They do this, they work very hard to try and get their product, whatever it is, to be seen in a certain light. But they do not have control of the outcome. That critic is going to say whatever they say. Now, they can do everything in the power, and PR people do everything in their power to try and frame it in a way so that critics and audience goers are going to see their product in a certain way and go to the movies or buy it or whatever it is. But that is what PR does. It works very hard to elicit a response, but it does not have control over what that response is going to be. People, this is where personal taste comes into the program. Some people are going to like you, some people are not. And PR people do not have any control over that. Their job is just to control the variables as much as possible. So when do we hear about PR people? I mean, generally speaking, PR comes up um, when something goes awry, right? So think about this. The last part of that, to cultivate a public interest and or response to public discourse. So public relations also focuses on something called spin, where they're trying to spin a story that is a negative and try to reframe it in a more positive way, right? So think of a scandal that has happened. When that happens, and a public relation firm comes in, often what they're trying to do is reframe that scandal in a certain way where the person can come out of it unscathed, right? Does that always work? No, because once again, they can do everything possible to try and hit behavioral cues and markers and triggers in people and reframe a story in an appealing way. But some people are going to believe it. Some people aren't going to believe it. You can never, PR doesn't have control over what goes on in your head in any kind of way, but they try very hard to do it. So the metaphor I like to use for PR, and it's my metaphor, and this is how I think of it. And I'm sure PR people are going to be like horrified, but this is what I think. So PR is kind of like the cat that goes onto the baseball field during the middle of the game. We've all seen those videos where, like, the animal is frolicking around on the grass and all the people are trying to run around and catch it. They never do because it's a cat. Cats are, they're stealthy. They do what they want to do. They don't care that you have a middle of a game, and they're going to get chased and they're going to be on that field for as long as they damn well want to be. And when they're ready to leave, they'll leave. Nobody has control over that. It is a wild thing. It is contained within a small space. There are people chasing after it and trying to catch it and control it. Excuse me. but they never do. To me, that exemplifies marketing. Oh, sigh, live response. So that is all I have for you today. Love to talk to you about this. There's my Calendly link. It's in the show notes. And remember, rock stars, it's never too late to bloom. Have a good one.